The Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is now officially over. Like officially over. We can finally be done. Never watch it again. Never hear anything about the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit ever again in our lives. This just came out last night. The Second Circuit has approved the joint stipulation of dismissal. Right, and as stated, term of the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit held at Thurgood Marshall United States Courthouse. 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗕𝗪𝗕𝗓. What has been stated right here is that the parties in the above referenced case have filed a stipulation withdrawing their appeals, and well, it's basically been approved by the judge. So right now, this was basically the end of the end of the end. What was necessary, all has now been met. The Ripple v. SEC lawsuit is clear, done, halas, finished, whatever. And I think that deserves a little party. And you know what I thought? I was gonna pump up this, pump it up, you got to pump it up song, but take a look at the price. Today, it's not too crazy. Matter of fact, today we're going down slightly. As XRP right now, at this exact moment, is sitting at $3.01. Right now, this second, 302. And a lot of you guys must be wondering, is this an area where we buy or we sell? And that's the funny thing. I right now really am thinking anywhere around the $3 mark is a 20% discount from the local high we saw a while back. Just think about this from the Ethereum context. Ethereum went to a I'm not exactly sure on whatever price it went to anymore, but let's just say it went to 4,800 or so. Then had itself a pullback all the way towards 4,075, something like that. So from 4,750, let's say, all the way down to 4,070. So a $700 drop, a 20% drop, and bounced back so hard. Many people, as the price was coming down, said this is the end of a run. And right now, as ETH is still at 4,800, people are saying, oh, no. But the fact that ETH is not breaking the highs, making people more suspicious. People think, nah, it's not going to happen this time. I think Ethereum is about to enter the craziest run ever, but we need to break $5,000 first. To compare it back to XRP, though, really, I think in a while you're going to look back at these times that XRP was trading below $3 or at $3, and you're going to think, damn, that was pretty freaking cheap. Right now, by the way, if you've not pressed that like button yet, make sure you press that button right now. There's nothing waiting for you. Make sure you press that button, right? You got nothing, no reason to not press it. But seriously, really start considering $3 is what we saw all the way back in 2018. It's not that crazy to get a 3x in the snap of a freaking eye. Nobody knows the exact day it's going to happen. Yes, the road will not be easy every single day, but that's why I tell you guys every single day how I've set myself up to not feel sad about these coins. I mean, if you're not up on your entire portfolio right now, you could argue that you're doing something wrong because I'm not sure how that's possible. But if you're not at an all-time high, purely because XRP, for example, is not performing like crazy, guys, you gotta sometimes have a little bit of patience. In the previous run, you gotta also remember, in the 2017 run, for example, you know that Bitcoin, I believe, hit the high somewhere at the end of November. XRP only hit the high in January 4th or something like that. So it took, let's say, a month and a half or so. And XRP at that point was known to be a very late runner. And this is why I always, in every single one of my videos, state, Bitcoin first, ETH second, XRP, Solana, Chainlink, just the big coins afterwards, and then smaller and smaller coins. It goes from large to smaller. This is still the time where Bitcoin has been king. I told you last week, I think Ethereum is taken over, and it has. And then soon afterwards, most of our coins will be best again, following a risk-reward perspective. So if you're still doing bad, you're still not in the best of moods, you gotta also understand that not everything usually pumps at the exact same time. Chainlink had a pretty good run last week. Solana had a pretty good run like just yesterday. Hey, maybe in a few more days, all of a sudden, it's another massive utility season. And remember, guys, in November of 2024, all of a sudden, XP went from 50 cents to $3.40 in 1 month, 4 weeks. It went times 7. So if you're seeing a few weeks of down, you're not seeing a lot of action, just realize and think from the perspective of, what if, right? What if it went from 55 cents all the way to 360 or 340, right? What if you bought the dip that came afterwards? Well, I mean, the price went below, did it go below $2? I'm not even 100% sure. I think it went maybe like to $1.80 even, but maybe it was $2 something. I don't quite remember. I think below $2 probably even. What if you just really went crazy on those dips, right? Then right now you'd be laughing because maybe you would have already doubled your money. Think about it always from that angle. Don't think too much about how further down it can go. Think about how much up, and this is something not everybody will agree with, but how much up could it be over a few weeks, a few months, a season, right? Don't think about tomorrow too much. Think about how much of a discount are you getting in comparison to a little bit earlier. And I think about it from a little bit of a different angle here as well, because I've set myself up in two different ways. I tell you guys about this every single day, but I'll say it again. The reason I have myself all these longs over on 𝗂𝗂𝗀, that's the link right there, right? 𝗂𝗂𝗀, is because I think these will make most money if the price just goes up straight. But thus far, the last few weeks, we've not been going up straight. That's why I always have these bots as well. Why? Because the bots, they make money on volatility. To explain, I'll explain one more time, why not? If we take a look at this 𝗓𝗓 bot, right? You can see the course of how the price has been going. But if we take a look at placed, all it's doing is it's putting 1,000 transactions in basically. So every single time the price goes down 0.1%, it's going to buy more. If the price goes up hard, it's going to actually sell something. So the more the price does this, the more that XRP goes to, for example, $2 right now. If it goes to $2, we'll make a ton of money because, again, these make money on the volatility. We want the price to do this. We prefer, if from current on, right? Even if we take a look at ETH, I've got bots for that too. This is perfect. ETH hitting 4,800, then coming all the way down to 4,000 and then back to 4,800. We made a ton of money on this move without doing anything. Whereas my longs, yes, I did add, I did buy more manually, but it's a little bit of a different game. And that's why I love this so much. That's why I keep talking about these bots every single day. It's literally the best trading method that I've ever found in my life. Not financial advice, but if it doesn't make sense to you, don't go for it. Because to me, it makes too much freaking sense. You can copy them all here, by the way, if you wanted to. And actually, in lieu of that, I also made ourselves here a nice little futures grid trading competition. And this basically means for the next 2 weeks, new people joining in or people that are in our team, I told you I was going to do more of these, right? To make sure people get some nice rewards. I put up a couple $1,000s here. And you can see during the event, new futures grid orders of basically if you make new bots, at least $100 worth or so, you can enter. And we're giving away a couple $1,000. As you can see, number one gets 1,000, number two gets 800, number three gets 600, and so forth. The numbers go down a little bit. It just depends. Right now, only one person has entered, so I guess he's going to win himself $1,000 just by being the only one that actually made himself a bot. He's not even doing too amazing, only 3% in the past couple of hours, but still, right? Some people are going to win, he's called loser as well. Some people are going to win themselves a nice little reward just for trying it out. And especially if nobody is joining, then you might as well just scoop yourself up the number one position by, I guess being the only one that's entering. But I basically promised a while back I was going to do more giveaways, more competitions for people to get themselves settled or get themselves a nice little bonus here and there. And right now it's only a couple $1,000s, but if a lot of people enter, if this is something that's really requested or people really love it, that could be good. We could do some bigger ones. But again, the idea is here, people will be rewarded based on how good they are with their bots. If you're really crappy, you've made massive losses, hey, maybe people have done worse and you can actually still win yourself maybe $1,000. Who knows, right? Link is down below. It's completely free. You don't need to pay anything or whatever. It's just by using the bots. If you open a new one, you might actually be the most profitable person in the team, in our whole community here. You might get yourself a reward just for clicking the join button. So if you already have yourself an account with the link down below, just press join. It doesn't cost you anything. And in case your bots actually work out, you get yourself a free little bonus. It's still nice to get. Like, why not? Is the way I like to see it. And so it's really kind of funny sometimes when I think about it. If you really start breaking it down, the only thing I have to do is just make sure none of these bots get wrecked. That is literally in life, theoretically speaking, if we're talking about financials, the only thing I need to do, right? If you just consider it, over the past couple of months, we basically doubled our money, not doing basically anything. Some of the dips I've bought, sure. But if you really start considering again, let me quickly find it. Some of the coins, like for example here, Dogecoin or even Bitcoin, you're actually, if you're entering right now, you're getting even better prices than I'm getting. Right, so here you can see I entered Bitcoin at 118,000. Right now it's 115. I could right now just put more Bitcoin in and get myself a better price. Same thing goes for Curve. Same thing, funny enough. Look at this. I made this XRP bot at $3.45. Right now you're buying in at $3. If you can't see why this is freaking huge. Anyway, literally I've said it 1,000 times. The only thing to some people that can be annoying is if you're in a country that does not allow for it. If you have a VPN, you're all fine. And if you need to do KYC number one, you can just put any country and any name in, by the way. But for me, I've been in a lot of countries, it's all fine because I always use a VPN. If it's not something you want to do, completely fine. But they need to be in a country that allows for it. Like some countries like US or UK might not be allowed, but hey, check for yourself, whatever you want to do right there. I'm just saying that this is one of the best methods I've ever found in my entire freaking life. And I'll tell you one more thing. It's all to be done with hand or with some custom scripts as well. It's not like you need this platform. I'm just saying out of the other platforms, the other trading platforms that I use, none of them have such sophisticated bots that do it so well. Theoretically speaking, though, you can make your own script and actually trade similarly, or you can place a ton of orders, make it a full-time job, and just buy as the price goes down and sell as the price goes up. But that's a lot of work. These things automate it. And when we really start looking at the bad sides, I really can't think of any. The only thing I can think of is maybe you want to do bigger orders on some specific levels, but you can always add to it if you wanted to. You can always supplement it if you want to. I don't though. This is exactly what I was looking for, and it's perfect. And you'll see over the next few weeks and few months just how much profit we're making. I make no guarantees, but at the end of the day, I'm 100% convinced. Like, there's no question in my mind. You will see millions of dollars on this account over the next few weeks or months. You'll see it. There's no question in my mind. And the only thing I keep telling people is either you keep watching or you take action. And you're not doing it for me. Even if you're skipping out or you're just watching, I already kind of appreciate that. People just joining on the journey and seeing the freaking, the story, I guess, just how we're doing it. Because every single one of these I've opened publicly. Every single one. All the trades on the 𝗏𝗏𝗀 account as well. The millions of dollars we have open here. Every single thing I've done in either a live stream or a video. So for me also, it's like a logbook. I can look back at older videos. I can look back at older live streams and see every single trade we took, every single decision we've made. And so I think it's something really cool because right now, even though it's only, let's say, up maybe $600,000 or $700,000, it's really cool if we're up a few $1 million just publicly here in these videos, because some of the XRP, for example, the XP trade on Bybit, we only put in $1,000 and it's up 60 or 70,000. One of the Bitcoin trades, we only put in 2,000, it's up 50, maybe something like that, $50,000. It's not as if you need the crazy capital that I might have here on these accounts. It's not like you need it. It just sometimes makes it easier, or it makes it a little bit faster. Like my 10K to $1 million challenge though, we started that like a few months ago. We went from 10K, and I'll show you. We went from 10K to 42,000 in like 3 months. I mean, I started this publicly, right? You saw me make a video saying, I'm gonna start this. I talked about it before I started it. And even if you started later, you're gonna still be doing good. Even if you start now, I still think as at this point, it's not too late to start a challenge like this, because once you do it, once you get yourself in, you realize the process, you realize the steps, and you realize that unless you think these coins are going to zero, it is so freaking easy to make this work. I love it. I'm going to be using this every single day, which I already do, but I'm going to show it to you guys more just so we can kind of keep more track of the process. And I'm even thinking of opening up more. I'm even thinking now, wow, damn, that's crazy English, of opening even more in ETH bots, because I kind of have to, right? I kind of just got to go a little bit bigger. Like, the crypto market is too good. It's in too good of a setup. I need to buy more. I've been buying mostly on 𝗏𝗏𝗀 recently, as you guys might have seen. Again, all the links for that are going to be down below. I also leave a link here to join the competition for anybody that wants to. But this is the craziest of times. I know otherwise I'll be looking back over the next few weeks and regret it. That's why I'm buying every single day. But even now, probably later today, I might make another video, or I just buy more because I have to. I got to get myself even more coins, man. I'm loving all this, man. I'm loving every single day of it. We bought the nice little dip for ETH. We bought the nice little dip for BTC. We're going to keep grinding this out. I want to get just bigger and bigger stacks because I really believe that this is going to be our best chance ever. But hey, don't just believe me. Do your own diligence, but this is really what I think, and I'll be updating you guys on the journey. So that's about it.